Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. You guys know the drill. Romeo is always in my videos because where else is he gonna be? But yeah, so let's just get into why you clicked on this video. So without further ado, let's go. This part 2 is going to be on my nail experience part of my license. If you didn't know, with Full Specialist you do get a 2-in-1 license, so you're worth like double. I just want to go in like by what I remember. Like the first day is kind of basically how it was with esthetician school, like the first part. So we had to wait like I think 3 to 4 weeks before we actually got our kits. Our kits come in a bag, like a black bag. It comes with everything we need. It just comes with basic stuff really. Only good thing about the kit was like the essentials. Other than that, everything, no, it was not even worth, you know, what we're paying for. It's the same thing as esthetician part. We didn't use the whole book. We used sections of the book, and we also took quizzes on it, on that section. Nothing hard, is just like common sense things. The tests were like, how do you use certain products, or what is certain terms, the right terms you have to use. Not like for example, like painting, you can't say I'm going to paint my nails, you have to say I'm going to polish my nails. So like right terminology for what you're doing as a service. Also we just did hands-on stuff too. We practiced on our fingers, on our the ones that came in our kits. We practiced on those with acrylics, just sculpting as well too. We also did pedicures, manicures on the weekends because we didn't have an instructor on the weekends. We had to do the only things we were allowed to do were pedis and manis. We did get a lot of pedis, not really manis, but I mean, if you got something, take it, because they sometimes leave good tips and sometimes they don't. You just have to like, just for you to get familiar with the industry and how it will be in the real life, you know. So that is that. I don't think for like mani or pedi they had to do any waiver because there really was nothing to it. The teacher would just really go over it, not as much as my esthetician would, but she would just study the chapter with us, and then we study it, and then we take our test. That was pretty much it. Then after that, I'm trying to remember, the teacher really, like, it's so bad, guys, the experience I got, that I know because I had a bad experience I shouldn't just like say no, like I don't want to focus on it, but it just really didn't lighten me up in the industry. Like it didn't make me feel like, wow, I can make a living out of this, or I want to do this as a living, you know. So that was just my experience. I didn't feel like that. And then it just seemed like the teacher really didn't care. You could ask her, but it really wasn't like she would sit there with you to show you. The teaching was so different compared to my esthetician. Like I just didn't like the experience. It wasn't good. Also, like, the teacher would just focus on her clients. Like clients would come to her while she was at school. She would just show us like a demo on this, so it really wasn't like she really cared for it. That's how I saw it in my eyes, and I know a lot of people also saw it that way too. So we kind of basically just learned on ourselves or upon each other. We would watch YouTube videos and just practice at school because there was really nothing to do. We had like clients. We really didn't have clients on the weekdays. It was just on the weekends. We were open, I think, on weekdays from a specific time to take service for nails, and then we were just open for Saturdays because there was really nothing to do. We had no instructor, so it was open for manis and pedis. That's what we did all day. Sometimes we didn't even have anything and we still had to be there. I know a lot of us just like left and then just came back towards the end because there was no instructor, and that's just sad, you know. Like I'm paying so much for this and I'm not getting the training I need in it once I go out in the real world. So that was pretty much it. I really don't have much to say on my experience of nails and nail tech. I just wanted to say, just because I had a bad experience doesn't mean you will. The teacher was cool. The teacher just wasn't meant to teach, to be honest. And I just feel like they just didn't care. They just cared. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.